Lawyers in New York are under fire for citing fake court cases created using the ChatGPT app. AI is becoming more popular amongst lawyers, and generally a lot of professions are using it. Breaking down what happened with the New York lawyers and the influx of ChatGPT in our workplaces, Bloomberg law reporter Justin Wise. Justin, thanks so much for being here tonight.
Thank you.
Justin, this case is wild, right? So we kind of expected with the launch of ChatGPT and these other AI models that there's going to be a lot of issues, a lot of glitches in the system with ChatGPT. That's maybe not going to be actually accurate. Talk to us about what happened with these lawyers. They clearly cited cases using ChatGPT that were not real.
Right. So for a little context, this is a case that involved a man whose knee was struck with a metal serving cart during a flight from El Salvador to New York. He claimed it caused serious injuries. He files a lawsuit seeking damages. The airline responds by filing a motion to dismiss, saying the statute of limitations had expired. This prompted the plaintiff's lawyer to file an opposition to that defense. All normal process for litigation. And in that opposition, they cited 6 similar cases to bolster that argument. But the judge could find no evidence that those cases existed. And as you mentioned, it turns out the plaintiff's lawyer had used the generative AI tool ChatGPT, and ChatGPT had actually invented those cases. The lawyer last week admitted that he had consulted it during his research and had not factored in the fact that it actually could have been false. He's now facing potential sanctions by the court, which could be handed down as soon as next week.
Absolutely consequential actions there when you don't fact check this. I mean, I think, listen, this technology is incredible. I think it's fascinating. I think it can elevate us in so many ways, but I think it can be also very dangerous, and we have to be careful because at the end of the day, it is technology and it can maybe backfire on us. What can people do, as a lot of professions are using this technology, to make sure that they are actually getting the right information, or at least that they're not hurting themselves in this way?
Right. Yeah, I think that's a good question. And of course, this is an extreme example, but especially as it relates to the legal profession, which I write about. I think when I was speaking with a lot of leaders and experts in this field, it was an example of a larger story of the advantages and potential drawbacks of this new technology, and how we're going to probably be navigating over the next couple of years how we can use it in good ways and the ways in which it needs to be regulated. I think regulation, of course, is going to be a really interesting storyline to follow as it relates to this, because, as you mentioned, it's very powerful. It can do a lot of things to help lawyers and a lot of different white-collar professionals. So it's a matter of figuring out how the right ways to use it. Yeah.
And I feel because there is this technology out there, I wonder if judges and court officials are going to have to kind of go back and revisit some I don't know, documents to kind of fact check everything. Do you think in a way it's going to make jobs harder?
Interesting point you bring up. Actually, just yesterday, district court in Texas issued an order requiring lawyers to certify whether ChatGPT is being used as a tool to help them in their work. I think one thing that is important to note, especially as it relates to lawyers, is they have rules in place to be competent, to check your work. That this is no different than delegating work to a subordinate, and then if you put your name on something, being responsible for it. So I think there are ways in which, of course, this is brand new technology, but of course, being responsible for your work is not anything new, right?
Yeah, and listen, you're a reporter. Students are using this. Reporters are using this. It's a good tool, but it's a good reminder for all of us that if you're using it, you have to take it with a grain of salt too, and fact check exactly what you are doing and writing, and with essays or reporting or whatnot. So, Justin Wise, it was a good warning for all of us to just be a little bit more conscious about things. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.